again, I don't think a woman needs to ask a man for his number.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Or ask a man on a date. I think just present some kind of interest. Create a conversation. If it's in the DM, just slide in the DM, say a little hello. Yeah. We don't need much. You know what I'm saying? Exactly.
But we got to do a lot. I done had a woman be like, yo, you got to be more creative than saying hello. I'm like,
exactly. That's the thing. They want all that. You got to come with a better line, be more mindful. Like you said, just send some eyes and any emoji in our DM.
Hey, facts.
All right.
But except for the one that crosses us out. You know?
Yeah, exactly, right? You know, it's going to get our attention. So to me, I think it's good for women to present that's the way I look at it. Present your interest.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And make it easy for that man to now talk to you if you have interest in him.
Yeah, it's funny. I think about thirst culture and stuff like that. I was reading a book.
Thirst culture.
Yeah, people don't want to be thirsty. I like relationship talk, baby. So, there used to be this concept basically called dropping a handkerchief. So women do so much to stay away from, and the concept is basically.
Oh, I've seen that before. Okay, got you.
Yeah, so women would garner the interest of men by even just doing something that either makes them seem to gain that man focus, to make them seem needed or whatnot.
Gotcha.
And I see that we try to push so far because you don't want to be a pick-me, you don't want to seem thirsty. But I think the absence of thought is men want to feel desired.
Exactly.
Yeah, and so
that's so real, bro.
It's okay. Like you should have a man who want this.
Yeah,
who
these
got
women
this
are thugs these days, bro. It's like they're afraid to show you some affection.
But let me say this too, because this is the other thing that dawned on me. This also gets worse depending on the type of woman you're going after. Mm-hmm. So to be more specific, the problem is, or what's added to the problem, is that some of these women get so much attention as it is. They don't have to show interest. It's always coming at them. So when they actually come across a guy that they're actually interested in, they don't know how to function in that realm. To them, it's he should be coming to me. Mm-hmm. And when you don't show the same type of effort these other thirsty dudes may be showing, she may look at you like you're not really serious. Mm-hmm. You're not really interested, and pass on it, not because she didn't find you interesting as well, but because it was outside of what she's accustomed to. So it's this weird dynamic that has occurred, but I definitely think we need to eliminate that as much as possible.
I agree, man. I like. Now I'm a little bit more advanced because I do like a woman to have some type of game. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't enough for her just to throw me some eyeballs or wink, unless she.
I'm about to say exactly. There you go. There you go. I want to say, come on, bro.
If she cold, you know what I'm saying. But otherwise, I might need a little bit more convincing.
But it don't take much though. Like men, it don't really take much for ordinary men to feel flattered.
Nah, that's
true. And I tell women too.
I actually like being flattered. I like simple stuff like, well, you look handsome. You know that purple.
Instead of you got some hoes.
You know what I'm saying? I hate that.
I know you got some.
You know
I had a conversation with a lady I took on a date for New Year's, and she said, what is it that I could have done? Because we both expressed that we've had a great experience with each other, and she said, what is it that I could have done more? And I said, if I initiate the contact between us, reciprocate it.
Yeah.
The notion
for her to text you sometime?
No. This was like she was asking about the context of our first date.
Yeah.
So as a man, I have to gauge I have to be cognizant enough to say I know that she don't want to be hypersexualized. Yeah. She don't want me to be forceful. Yeah. So if I'm reaching for her, if I'm getting our arm and if we sitting together. I want to know that she's going to initiate a little part of that too. Because if not, it's going to be doubt.
Rub my knee a little bit, you know what I'm saying?
If I'm doing
wipe something off my shoulders if I got, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, no, for real. Like,
but those are the things that women can do to be engaged and show that interest. And I think sometimes it's just absent. It's
these women don't have no game, bro.
It's pride. Yeah. It's pride. It's fear of rejection. Yeah. It's.
And that's the thing. But if I initiate it, why would I reject you then? And what I realize is it's not true. It's the idea of rejection, not really
the reality.
Met with that reality.
An example.
And I'll add another layer to it. I think for some women.
But hold on, Mark ain't an emotional nigga. I just want to know that. To let them know.
But I'm very romantic.
Okay, I get it. I get it.
I think for a lot of women, there's this. So I always say when a woman really likes a man, she has to stop herself from doing too much. All right? and especially when she's already gone through some stuff.
Yeah.
And so I think what happens is some women overcompensate by not trying to do too much, by doing nothing at all or barely any. Because they're afraid that if I open this door, I can't handle it, and I'm going to now be thirsty. Or I'm going to be... So it's like she doesn't have confidence she can stay at just rubbing the thing off your shoulder. You see what I'm saying? Without it going even further than that. So she holds back even more. So again, a lot of that is just a lack of healing. You know what I'm saying? And just understanding that you got to find that balance of showing interest and still knowing how to draw a line when necessary.
To add to that, I always tell women this. I'm very big on tokens. So my philosophy is if a man goes out of his way, plans, y'all have had conversations prior to date. He plans these dates. He's showing you a good time. He's engaging in conversation. At some point in time, in the first 2 or 3 dates, you should know what his interests are. Mm-hmm. Go and give him a token. You can stop by Marshall's, Ross, TJ Maxx, wherever you want to stop. If he's a cigar enthusiast, you can pick him up something that costs less than $10. I get so much pushback from that because of what the women don't want to invest in, the messaging they don't want.
They be like, I might as well wear the pants then.
Or they'll say, no, I done gave to a man. And I'm like, no, we're not talking about that.
And that's the thing. Because to her, she did that once. Yeah. She got burned by that man. The problem is when they get burned, they don't view it as that man was the issue. They view it as this action was the issue. Oh, I was too sweet. I was too loving. I was too vulnerable. I was too feminine. And that's what got me hurt. Rather than, no, who you selected to deal with was the problem. You see what I'm saying? And now they project that onto the other men, and it just becomes this very negative cycle.